There is a silent battle happening every single day inside your life, and most people never even realize it exists. Yet it quietly decides whether you succeed or fall behind when it comes to your exams, and that battle is not about intelligence or talent, but about timing, about whether your mind performs best when the sun rises or when the world falls asleep. Because some people wake up early, sit at their desks with fresh energy, and feel like their thoughts are sharp and clear, while others struggle through the morning fog and only come alive at night when everything becomes quiet and distraction fades away. And the truth is that both of these worlds are real. Both are powerful, yet only one of them is truly aligned with who you are. And the problem is that most students never take the time to understand this. Instead, they blindly follow routines they see online or advice from others who may have completely different minds and rhythms. And this is where the first mistake begins, because productivity is not about copying someone else's schedule. It is about discovering your own natural flow, the unique rhythm that your brain follows every single day. And when you ignore that rhythm, even the simplest study session can feel exhausting, like pushing a heavy weight uphill. But when you align with it, something incredible happens. Your focus deepens, your memory improves, and hours of studying begin to feel lighter, almost effortless, as if your mind is finally working with you instead of against you. And this is why understanding the difference between morning and night study is not just a small preference. It is a powerful decision that can shape your entire academic journey. Because in the early morning, your brain is often fresh, free from the noise and stress of the day, and this clarity can help you absorb complex concepts, solve difficult problems, and build a strong foundation for learning. Yet at the same time, the night offers something equally valuable, a peaceful silence where interruptions disappear, where your thoughts can stretch deeper, and where creativity often finds its strongest voice. And this is why some of the most focused and determined students find their peak performance long after the sun has set. But here is the hidden truth that most people overlook. It is not about choosing morning over night or night over morning. It is about recognizing when your mind naturally reaches its highest state of awareness, because that is where your real power lies. And until you discover that, you may keep studying harder and harder without seeing the results you truly deserve, wondering why your efforts feel inconsistent, why some days you feel unstoppable, while others feel like a complete struggle. And the answer has been there all along, quietly waiting for you to notice it. As you begin to observe your own patterns more closely, something deeper starts to unfold, something that most students never take the time to question. And that is the hidden rhythm of your mind across the hours of a single day, because your brain is not designed to stay at the same level of focus from sunrise to midnight. It moves in cycles, rising into clarity and falling into fatigue. And if you pay attention, you will notice subtle signals, moments when your thoughts feel sharp, when ideas connect effortlessly, when even the most difficult subjects begin to make sense. And then there are other moments when you read the same line again and again, without understanding a single word. And this is where the real mystery begins. Because what if the difference between success and frustration is not how long you study, but when you study? And what if the time you are choosing right now is actually working against you, without you even realizing it? And this is where many students fall into a silent trap, believing that more hours automatically mean better results, pushing themselves to study early because they think they should, or staying up late because they feel guilty stopping, even when their mind is no longer absorbing anything meaningful. And slowly, this creates a dangerous illusion of productivity, where you feel busy but not effective, where your energy is being spent but not invested wisely. And this is the moment where doubt begins to creep in, where you start questioning your abilities, wondering if you are just not good enough, when in reality, the problem is not your capability, but your timing. And the truth is that your peak focus hours are already revealing themselves every single day, hidden in your natural behavior, in the times when you feel most alert without forcing it, in the hours when distractions seem to fade and your attention locks in effortlessly. But here is where the suspense lies, because identifying these hours is only the first step. The real challenge is having the awareness and discipline to reshape your routine around them. And this is where most people hesitate, because it requires letting go of what feels comfortable, breaking patterns that have become familiar, and trusting a system that is built on self-understanding rather than external advice. And it may feel uncertain at first, like stepping into something unknown. Because what if you are wrong? What if you choose the wrong time and waste even more effort? And this fear can hold you back, keeping you stuck in routines that no longer serve you. But at the same time, there is a quiet realization waiting beneath that fear, a realization that your mind has always been giving you clues, guiding you toward your most productive state. And once you start listening to those signals, once you begin to experiment and adjust your study schedule based on your own energy rather than someone else's rules, you begin to unlock a level of efficiency that feels almost surprising, because you are no longer fighting your natural rhythm, you are working with it. And that is when everything begins to shift in a way you did not expect. And when that shift finally happens, when you begin to align your study schedule with the natural rhythm of your mind, something powerful starts to take shape. Something that goes far beyond just better grades or improved focus, because you are no longer forcing yourself into a routine that drains you. You are building a system that supports you, a system that understands your strengths and respects your limits. And this is where true efficiency is born, not from endless hours of struggle, but from intentional, focused effort placed at the right time. And as you continue refining this approach, you begin to notice how your energy flows differently throughout the day, how your mornings might become a space for clarity and structured learning, if you are naturally an early riser, or how your nights might transform into deep, uninterrupted sessions of concentration, if that is when your mind feels most alive. And instead of comparing yourself to others, you start trusting your own process, knowing that success does not come from copying someone else's path, but from mastering your own. And this realization removes a heavy burden, the pressure to follow rigid rules that were never designed for you, and replaces it with a sense of control, a sense that you are finally in charge of how you learn and grow. And over time, this awareness begins to compound, turning small adjustments into significant results, where one focused hour becomes more valuable than 3 distracted ones, where your confidence grows because you can see the direct impact of your choices, and where studying no longer feels like a constant battle, but a purposeful journey toward your goals. And this is the ultimate lesson hidden within the question of morning versus night study, that the real answer is not found in choosing one over the other, but in understanding yourself deeply enough to make the right choice for you, because your mind is unique, your energy is unique, and your path will always be different from everyone else's. And once you embrace that truth, you stop chasing perfection and start building consistency. And that consistency becomes the foundation of everything you achieve, guiding you through the challenges of exams and beyond, shaping not only how you study, but how you approach every goal in your life with clarity, intention, and confidence. Because at the end of the day, success is not about when you study, it is about how well you understand yourself when you do, and how wisely you use the time that truly belongs to you. Because that is where your real advantage begins. And that is where your future quietly starts to change in ways you once thought were impossible. So take a moment to reflect, observe your patterns, and start building a routine that works with you, not against you, because everything you need is already within your reach, waiting for you to recognize it and take action. And if you are benefiting from our topics, please subscribe, like, and turn on the bell notification so you can see our new videos early.